Hey everyone, Sky here to discuss The Batman from 1989, directed by Tim Burton and starring Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, Kim Basinger, Robert Wuhl, Pat Hingle, Billy D. Williams, Michael Gough, Jack Palance, and Jerry Hall. And I remember growing up with this movie as a kid, and there were some scenes I liked in it, and there were scenes that I didn't like. Is it going to be remaining the same? Well, let's get into this movie. Batman goes into action as he stops two robbers as they're on the rooftop from stealing a family's money and jewelry. And he tells one of the robbers to tell others about him. He's Batman, and I really do like this opening, and we move on to Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent? And I like him in Star Wars. I can't help but think about a line from one of the Eddie Murphy Nutty Professors where he goes, Billy D, Billy D, Billy D, Billy D. Okay, let's move on. Alexander Knox, played by Robert Wuhl, is a reporter who knocks something about the Batman, and Vicky Vale, played by Kim Basinger, wants to know stories about Batman and finds Bruce Wayne, played by Michael Keaton, at his party. And I'm liking these characters so far as we get to know them. Very good in this movie. Jack Napier, played by Jack Nicholson, is the main baddie in this movie, as Batman puts him in the acid and becomes one of his greatest enemies, the Joker. And this plot is unlike Punisher, is original, unlike Punisher Warzone, where they just copied it from here, and this plays it better, in my opinion. Jack says two classic lines from this movie, just two. One, Jack is dead, my friend. You can call me Joker. And wait till they get a load of me, and shoots his boss and one of his goons and shakes one's hand and fries him to death, which did kind of remind me of another Tim Burton film that I wouldn't rate very well, Mars Attacks. But Nicholson has a classic laugh in this movie, in my mind. The Joker has a deadly chemical weapon that causes people to smile and laugh, and that did feel pretty deadly, as Vicky tries to have dinner with Bruce at the museum, and Jack breaks in and tells Vicky to put on a mask while at the restaurant, and he tells Vicky he wants himself on a $1 bill, which was entertaining until Batman comes in and saves Vicky, and as Batman fights some good goons, and Vicky takes some pictures of Batman fighting, was pretty distracting in my opinion, especially with the flashes. Batman later takes Vicky to the Batcave, and the awkward silence between them was rather hysterical, and thank God she doesn't quite get Batman's identity yet, but I do like his Batcave. It looks like a cool set. Bruce tries to tell Vicky that he's Batman until Jack or the Joker comes in, barging in and terrorizing her as Bruce stands up for Vicky, and Jack shoots but doesn't kill Bruce. And I like when the little flowers pop up and she faints after that. It cracked me up. Jack interrupts a press conference and announces he'll be giving a $20 million in cash, and he takes off his makeup. He asks Batman to take off his mask, and Batman has flashbacks as he and his parents go home from the movies, as he bumps into Jack as a younger man, almost killing Bruce. And I'm like, oh, come on, no, that's wrong. Vicky finds out Bruce is Batman, and I'm liking these scenes, despite the origin story is wrong. While the Joker drops $20 million in cash, and almost sees the entire the entire Gotham City, and Batman comes into the picture, and the Joker shoots the Batpod down as Vicky goes with the Joker inside a church. And Batman comes in after them, and the Joker sends in a couple of goons to fight Batman, and he knocks them both down. And the face-off of Batman versus the Joker goes with Batman punching the Joker a bunch of times as the Joker pulls off tricks instead of punches. And Batman saves Vicky and throws him off the roof. And the Joker dies laughing as a toy of laughter, which sounds absolutely creepy, by the way. And I like the ending climax, and they get the bat signal, which does look pretty damn cool in my opinion. Now it's time for the rating. I'll give this movie a 7.8 out of 10. Jack Nicholson may be the best thing about this movie, and I love his laugh in this movie. There were some cool stuff in this movie, like the Bat Cave and the Bat Signal and the Bat Toys that Batman has. And this plot is very original, and this is a pretty good movie. If you like Batman, you can give this a try. And I would like to thank you guys for joining me, and next time I will be back with Batman Returns. And until next time, who's got the coolest gadgets?